The free air of Fus at long last. As promised. Now teach you the first word of soul tearing. Re. The essence of your enemy's life force. I can feel my strength returning each time I am set free from that prison. Hear now the second word of soul tearing. Vase. Meaning to tear your enemy's soul from its living vessel. You have kept your side of the bargain. Now let me fulfill mine. Feel the last word of soul tearing within yourself. Zol. The unlife that results when a soul is imprisoned in dead flesh.
tending your hounds? You smell like a wet dog.
Mind yourself.
Ooh, pretty colors.
Looking to hire a boat? All right, then.
Talk to Captain Garland if you're looking to book passage.
If you're looking for passage, talk to Captain Gyallen.
If you're looking for passage to Solstheim, too bad. I'm not going back there anymore. Sure. Yeah, that's me. Why? Who sent you? Now, hold on. That wasn't my fault. I didn't know they were going to attack anybody. I don't even know how I got here. It's hard to explain. I remember those people with the masks coming on board. Then, the next thing I remember, I was here, and they were gone. That's not right, losing whole days like that. There's been something strange going on there for a while. But after this, I'm done. I'm not going back to Solstheim. Have you been listening to me? I'm not going back there. Hold on now. I'm just a simple sailor. I never wanted to get mixed up in any of this. All right, I'll take you. But we leave immediately. Well, here we are. This is Raven Rock. Can't say I'm all that glad to see it again. Good luck. Maybe you can figure out what's going on around here.
your robes. Are you a sorcerer from the college?
I don't recognize you. So I'll assume this is your first visit to Raven Rock, Outlander. State your intentions. Mirak, I'm not sure that I do. Just remember, Raven Rock is sovereign territory of House Redoran. This is Morrowind, not Skyrim. While you're here, you will be expected to abide by our laws. Any questions? Raven Rock started out as an Imperial settlement. The Empire decided to abandon it, just as my people were first setting foot here. They left the town a shambles. But when House Redoran took over, we turned it around. And it became ours. And even if it's been a struggle, Giolan,
If you're looking
starting
for
to
passage,
wonder what happened.
talk to Captain Yuri.
Remember, we are watching you.
Bad weather. Before you even ask, yes, I have the supplies you requested. But
But what?
snow cost me double what we'd agreed on. Nothing I can do about it.
Damn it, Jolland, you know we don't have that much coin.
Look, the East Empire Company didn't give me a choice. They've raised their prices again, and there's nothing I can do about it.
After all these years, they're gouging us for every last drake we have. Let me talk to Laeral. I'll see what we can do.
All right, Admiral. Don't worry about rushing it. Just pay me when you can.
Your visit here will be tolerated as long as you abide by our laws. Otherwise, you'll answer to the Redoran Guard. Raven Rock started out as an Imperial settlement, but the Empire decided to abandon it, just as my people were first setting foot here. They left the town a shambles, but when House Redoran took over, we turned it around and it became ours. And even if it's been a struggle to make this island livable, we're proud to call it home. I have to be. As second counselor, the security of Raven Rock is my primary concern. This isn't exactly the city of Blacklight. We're on the frontier out here, and we've had more than a fair share of troubles. After all we've been through together, I refuse to let Councillor Morvain down. Councillor Morvain is House Redoran's representative on Solstheim. As second counselor, it's my job to support him and make certain his rule is enforced. Raven Rock started out as an they left it. And even if it's been a struggle, your ignorance of our homeland doesn't surprise me. It's the capital of Morrowind. Been that way ever since Mournhold was sacked by the Argonians. I don't visit there often anymore, but we still get the occasional supply ship and visitors from there.
Hello, hello. Testing 1, 2, 3. I think it's working correctly. Is my Is my voice working correctly? Yeah, I believe it is. Alright, so I'll try to comment with voice instead of typing, because there might be a lot of things to figure out while we meet the denizens of Solstheim for the first time, and everybody is probably gonna introduce themselves to us. There might be also a history of Solstheim and other things to figure out. Alright, so did he say that Blacklight?
We are watching you.
Yeah. Wait a sec. So what's the city of Blacklight?
Your ignorance of our homeland doesn't surprise me. It's the capital of Morrowind. Been that way ever since Mournhold was sacked by the Argonians.
Sacked by the
I
Argonians.
don't visit there often anymore, but we still get the occasional supply ship and visitors from there.
Argonians invaded Morrowind?
Quite a while ago, yes. They cut a bloody swath across most of the southern region of Morrowind. Nobody seems certain why it happened. An attempted expansion, revenge for the enslavement of their people, or perhaps both. Whatever the case may be, thousands of Dunmen needlessly lost their lives, and many more were exiled from their homeland.
Yeah, probably both. Enslavement of their people and expansion, of course, both. Alright, let's ask him about Mirak. Do you know who Mirak is?
I'm unsure. I swear I know the name, but I cannot place it.
Interesting. Is it a mind control spell? Or a forgetfulness spell of some kind? Can you tell me anything about him?
I don't think so. I'm not... The name has something to do with the Earthstone, I think, but I'm not sure what.
Earthstone. What is an Earthstone? Alright.
Remember, we are watching you.
Okay. You keep watching me. Okay, let's take a look at the Raven Rock. At this city on the shore of Solstheim. Also, let's take a look at the map. Map of Solstheim. Oh, there seems to be... I don't know what that is. Are those another docks? This tower looks like it's not docks. What are these things? There are some kind of things here. Maybe a fort or settlement here. This is city of Raven Rock. Buildings visible here. That probably buildings are also here. I want to get here and talk to more people here. There's some kind of a boat here. Maybe it's sunken. But maybe there's a way to the land. So we can travel to Skyrim anytime we want. Fast travel, I mean. So this is the shrine we're supposed to be investigating. There's a area with the hills that's cut off from the rest of the Solstheim, it seems. Where the hills end, the settlement starts of Raven Rock. So I'm assuming first quest we're gonna be getting is this area. And there's some kind of a fort or ruined tower here. Alright. There's snowy hills here, and there's... wow, what is that? That's probably something big. Something to do with main quest possibly even. And more snowy mountains. So half of the Solstheim is flatlands. Maybe that's why there are buildings here. Is this a building place? Not sure. Maybe it's just a rock, and maybe it's a quarry. And some kind of buildings here, possibly. Some kind of tower here, tower here. So this is probably inhabited side of the Solstheim. And in the hills, I assume there will be much less people there and much more monsters. Then probably here I get quests and easier quests, and sometimes I can get quests for this area, I assume. Alright. What is it? 2 p.m. No, I wanted it to be morning. Let's wait until morning. And I'm sorry that at first it like freezes a little bit for like 3 seconds. I don't know what's causing it. But every time I wait or save, even quick save, you see? Quick save, and I can't move, everything's frozen. For a couple seconds until it quick saves. I think it's one of my mods. It might be SSE engine fixes, but I'm not sure. And I don't know which setting I should have to change there to fix this. So bear with me. Next playthrough I will try to make it so it doesn't freeze for a couple seconds. So this is probably the Earthstone where we need to go. Yes, compass also shows us on top. To that place directed. There seems to be some kind of construction going on there. There's some kind of banner. These look like... They don't look like hills. Maybe these are fortified hills. Not fortified, but how do you call that? When you put wooden blocks to strengthen so it doesn't fall. Reinforced? I don't know. So maybe there's some kind of life here. These are the hills that were, yeah, these ones. And walls, wow. So along those hills there are walls. Huh, interesting. And this is an interesting building, interesting architecture. And what are those banners? Oh my god. Spooky, not spooky, but funny looking eyes even. I think, oh, does it have legs? Like, are those legs? It looks like a bug. Some kind of a sacred bug maybe. Scarab. For ancient Egyptians there was scarab, was their golden sacred bug. Maybe it's like that. So it's supposed to be what do you call it in English? Coat of arms? Maybe coat of arms. Coat of arms of Solstheim. Interesting lanterns. Oh yeah, and I also remember these things, skate crows. They're everywhere here in the Raven Rock. They do nothing for me, but they make incredibly strong poison potions. So if you would be playing an alchemist character who does damage with melee weapons or bows, then these would add a lot to the damage. And you can go there here at level 1 even, I believe. And get all the things and make very strong poison potions and kill everything, every level 1 or level 7 bandit in 1 or 2 hits. Oh, earn. Cabbage. We don't need cabbage. Steel, no, I don't want steel. Okay, look at this guy.
Headed east.
He looks.
They want to
He
give
looks.
the Telmithrin a wide berth. I don't like the looks of that place one bit.
Telmithrin. Telmithrin. What did he say? I wasn't listening. Ah, this is Telmithrin. So I was right. This is a settlement. Telmithrin. It sounds like an elven name, doesn't it? And the icon is a mushroom. And I remember from like 1 hour that I played Morrowind many years ago that there were mushrooms on the world of Morrowind. So this is probably elven settlement. Telmithrin and the mushroom. Alright, I don't actually know what he said, but look at him. He looks like a bug, doesn't he?
Gods, another mouth to feed. You've picked the wrong town to settle, Outlander.
How do I look at him? Like this? Look at him. His helmet looks like a bug. Doesn't it? This looks like a visor. Like from Robocop movie. But some of these things look like a little bit of a bug. And this is their coat of arms is a bug. Alright. There's some kind of a gate to the other part of the town, I believe. Or maybe outside of the town. This is their main building, probably. What is this? Oh, Halls of the Dead. Burial site. Another tomb. Corellius house. Let's see what's outside. I think it's outside. I think it's outside of the city. Yeah. Can we get up there? Alright. Oh my god, who are they? Do we want to get involved in their business? No, it's too far. It's too off track. Alright, there's stone walls, and there are... Oh, those are not wooden walls. Those are also stone walls. But... how are they built? It's so weird. Are they reinforcing the mountain as well? Look, there's the stone blocks. Let's turn on the light. Wow. Wonder what is the purpose for these things. Huh. It looks like reinforcement to the hills. But why would they need it? Trauma root. I believe that's also for making poisons. Trauma root. Let's see. Weakness to shock. And this is ravage health. Oh yeah, these do ravage health and damage health. Doesn't matter, we're not alchemist. Okay, there are more coat of arms. Bug. Okay. Okay, talk to me.
If it wasn't for the bulwark, we'd be digging our houses out from beneath the ash by now.
Bulwark. With a capital B. I wonder what that is.
Just remember who's in charge around here.
I assume House Redderon? I haven't met your leader yet. Oh, Bulwark. Bulwark Jail. Well, this is the Bulwark they were talking about. So it's like an army maybe, or guard the force, the bulwark. Uh-huh. I have a feeling that these are the barracks.
If you're looking for the East Empire Company, they've been gone for over 100 years. Try Windhelm.
East Empire Company, weren't they based in Solitude? I think near the docks. What are you singing? Okay. What's that? Posted notice. Huh. Okay, posted notice. This is a reminder that Ember brand wine and other such contraband is off limits to all of you. Any guardsman caught with items like this in their possession will be disciplined and subject to possible removal from the Redderon Guard. Aha, Redderon Guard. Captain Veleth. Captain Veleth. Captain Veleth. Captain. It means that... What does that mean? This is reminder that Ember brand wine and other such contraband is off limits for you. Any guardsman caught with these items in their possession will be disciplined. Okay. So the guards like to drink Ember brand wine, but captain of a ship doesn't like it. Okay. Some weapons, because these are the barracks. House of Troubles. No, I'm not gonna read books. Ash Yam. Oh yeah, these are the potatoes of the Solstheim, I believe. They look like potatoes, don't they? Yeah, totally. Bone, part 1, part 2. Confessions of a Dunmer's Kuma Eater. What the heck? Dunmer's Kuma Eater. Nothing is more revolting to Dunmer feeling that sorry spectacle of another Dunmer enslaved by that derivative of moon sugar known as skooma, and nothing less is as appetizing than listening to the pathetic tales of humiliation and degradation associated with the victim of this addictive drug. Why then do I force myself upon you with this extended and detailed account of my sins and sorrows? Because I hope that by telling my tale, the hope of redemption from this sorry state shall be more widely known. Also because I hope that others who have also fallen into the sorry state of skooma addiction might therefore hear my story. Yeah, I don't plan on using skooma at all. The red year, what is that? Forward. When I originally decided to write this accounting of the red year, I elected to travel across Morrowind and speak to the Dunmer people of themselves. I sought first-hand accounts and personal views about cataclysmic event. Ah, cataclysmic event. He's probably talking about the eruption of the Red Mountain. That's why it's the red year. It's like an eruption of volcano in Morrowind. I have heard about it, but I haven't played Morrowind almost at all. Only 1 hour to know anything about it. I felt that that if I simply did the research in the library stacks of the College of Winterhold, I wasn't really telling the tale that needed. I'm just gonna read the foreword. That's all. The tale that needed to be told. What struck me as I moved from city to city, town to town, camp to camp, is that all Dunmer I met shared an incredible bond of sheer courage an unshakable faith. Of what began as a chronicle of one of the worst events in the history of Morrowind became something altogether different. The celebration of a people who can never be defeated. So this is the tale of cataclysmic event of eruption of the Red Mountain and how it brang the people, the Dark Elves, the Nunmer, together, and how they defeated the after effect of eruption of the volcano. Yeah, impressive. I might read it someday. Bone, part 1, part 2. No, bone. It's interesting because there are bone mold armor and stuff here. And the guards are walking in bone mold. Apparently it's called bone mold armor. And bone mold. I don't know what connection it is to a bug, but it looks to me like it's a bug. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not a bug, but then what it is? There's some kind of scales. Are they lizards? Are they supposed to look like lizards? Anyway, maybe it's about the armor. Maybe it's about the coat of arms. So let's take a look at these two books. It sounds important to the city of Ravenrock. It seems to okay, let's first see how many pages are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25. Oh my god, this is too long. I was hoping for maybe 10 pages. Yeah. I think I read much better than before. I'm actually able to read the books and the notes in Skyrim. Previously, I just took the note, the quest marker finished, and quest marker and quest objective finished, and I moved on. But now I have actually been trying to pay attention to these things, and I think my reading skills have been improving. But still, to read 25 pages of this book and maybe 25 pages of the next book, and then still explore all the settlement of Ravenrock and talk to all the people and they introduce me to themselves, it's too much. It's too much. I'm sorry. So let's just read the first 2 pages. It seems to me, said Goraz, thoughtfully looking into the depths of his flint, that all great ideas come from pure happenstance. Take for instance the story I told you last night about my cousin. If he hadn't fallen... Wait, what's he talking about? Let's try to understand it. I'm reading blindly. It seems to me, said Goraz, thoughtfully looking into the depths of his flint. What is a flint? That all great ideas came from pure happenstance. What the hell is happenstance? Take for instance the story I told you last night about my cousin. If he hadn't fallen off that horse, he never would have become one of the Empire's foremost alchemists. Is this happenstance? Probably. It was late one Midas night, Monday night, at the King's Ham, probably a tavern or inn, and the regulars were always especially inclined toward philosophy. I disagree, replied Xiomara, firmly but politely. Great ideas and inventions are most often formed slowly over time by diligence and hard work. If you recall my tale from the last month, the young lady who I assure, let's just finish this, who I assure you is based on a real person, only recognized her true love after she had slept with practically everyone in Night North Point. Okay. Alright. So, to understand true love, I need to sleep with every woman in my city. That's good to know. But what does it have to do with bone? He's talking about alchemists and some philosophers. Alright, let's see what else is there. Axeman. What the hell is Axeman? A surprising way to become proficient with an axe. Ah, I see. Alright. We don't need to become proficient with the axe. We are proficient with our tempered sword. That deals 129 to 137 damage per hit. And additional effects. Okay. And if we chain our attacks, then it does even much more.
The entire island isn't covered in ash, you know. They have huge ice fields up north, and it's freezing up there.
Oh. Interesting. Interesting. So he's saying this map that we looked at, the island of Solstheim, this is covered in ash. This is all covered in ash. Or at least lots of parts. And this is not covered in ash because it's hills. But then the question is, where did the ash come from? The red mountain surely isn't here. I can't see the map of the Skyrim here. But I think if we can imagine the map of Skyrim, it goes like this, right? Something like this. And Island of Solstheim is somewhere here. And here is Morrowind. So did the volcano erupt in middle of Morrowind and brought the ash here to Solstheim? On this side especially? And didn't touch the hills? Can ash fly so far over the ocean? Surely there can't be a red mountain here. Alright. Tell me something again.
Why you'd leave your homeland behind to venture here is beyond me. But suit yourself, Nord.
Yeah. You think it's bad here. Everybody thinks it's bad where they are. And somewhere else is better. The grass is always greener on the other side, right?
What are you gawking at, Outlander?
Gawking? I just want to talk to you.
They serve the best sujama I've ever tasted over the Retching Netch.
Retching
Worth
Netch.
every coin.
Retching Netch is the inn or tavern here. And the other one is probably from different land. The King's something. The one in the book. Alright. Ancestral Tomb. Manor. Let's go into the manor.
Can I help you?
And I think this is going to be the last place we go into, except maybe for the big building upstairs. Huh? That's a beautiful chair. Oh, that's the counselor. Oh, is this the building?
May I have a word with you, counselor?
Of course, Sindiri.
This is like the
What
Jarl's
troubles you?
place.
I was concerned about our food stores.
He's the leader
Jarl
of
can
this.
only carry so much on each journey, and I'm afraid
this
we might
island.
run out.
I'll speak with Garen and see if we can't increase the crop production this season.
Sorry, Sindiri. I fear we'll be feasting on ash yams a bit more often this year.
How much longer do you intend to serve as his shield, Admiral?
The Redoran Council tasked me with keeping Laeral alive, which I've done without question for over 100 years. He's the closest thing I've had to our brother, and we all owe him our lives. Am I to suddenly turn my back?
I'm sorry, my love. It's this island. It's never felt the same since we left Vardenfell. It's as though a part of me is missing.
Every Dunmer left a piece of themselves behind when they departed our homeland. All we can do
As the wife
is
of the
make
second
the most
counselor
of
of
what we
Ravenlock,
have.
it would be my pleasure to help you any way that I can.
Did you look over next month's expenses? Will we have enough?
No, Counselor. I'm afraid we're going to fall short once again.
Very well. Cover the difference from my personal treasury.
Your coffers are running low, Counselor. At this rate, your treasury will be empty by next winter.
It doesn't matter, Adro. I am responsible for those people, and I'll make whatever sacrifices are necessary to keep them alive.
It's been a long time since I walked the ashlands of Vardenfell. I miss it terribly.
Alright, so there's a lot of information to understand here. So this is the Jarl. He's called differently here, but he's the king basically. That one who went there is the steward of the Jarl, his advisor and his security guard. And this is the wife of the counselor, I believe. And there are problems with money and with food, and when there's not enough money, Jarl gives money to the city, but his own coffers are running low, and next winter they might be empty. So, you know what? I feel that if there's a quest, if I can help them get richer, get better fed, then I will definitely try to help. Holy Man Yuri looks for evil and destroys it. He looks for well, he doesn't care about simple missions, but if the mission is like the whole town is suffering, and the island of Solstheim is in ash, and there's not many places you can grow food here, and where there is not ash, there's snow. You know, if the life's this hard here, I'm sure Yuri had a vision from one of the 8 or 9 divines that told him that he must help here if he can. So we talked to him already. What about you?
You look able to venture outside of town. Perhaps you could help me recover something precious that was lost.
Yeah, possibly.
A few months ago, I had sent an important folio to the first edition bookshop in the Imperial City to be rebound. They sent it back to me recently, but it never arrived.
Ah, a book. Okay.
Yes, the Strident Squall, or something like that. The damn thing sunk right off the coast of Solstheim. Can you imagine?
Oh. How do you know?
One of the sailors survived. Poor thing crawled all the way to Raven Rock on his hands and knees. Before he died, he told the Redoran Guard about the wreck and warned us that it was going to be crawling with reavers.
Reavers, huh? Reavers that must be some kind of beasts or monsters, like a Chaurus reaver, that big bugs that farmers are friends with. Are they reavers or reapers, maybe? Maybe it's something like that. I'll see if I can find a book for you.
Thank you. You have no idea how much it hurts losing such a precious heirloom. My husband is second counselor, so I certainly have the means to reward you if you find my folio.
Really? I thought the city has no money. Alright, what about you? Leril Morvine. Oh yeah, there was one more thing. We don't need to pause the game. Probably keep it bright.
As the wife of the second counselor of Ravenrock, it would be my pleasure to help you any way that I can.
So the counselor of the Jarl said that he's been sent here by the Redoran house and to keep this guy safe, Leril Morvain. So he's supposed to keep him safe. So and he's been sent here over 100 or 200 years ago.
May I have a word with you, counselor?
Of course.
Wait a second. So that probably means that they're from Morrowind. The House Redrun is in Morrowind, and here it's only like a, what do you call this? Affiliation? No. An expedition? Like people sent here from Morrowind by House of Redrun. By the way, why House of Redrun can't give them money if they send them here? Yeah, that's the question. So this guy, okay. What troubles?
You?
I was concerned
Anything
about
you can
food
contribute
stores.
to Raven
Jalen
Rock
can
will
only
be
carry
greatly
so much on each journey, and I'm afraid
and
we might
rewarded
run out.
appropriate. I'll speak with Garen and see if we can't increase the crop production
I
this
can't
season.
understand anything when you're talking all at once.
Sindiri. I fear we'll be feasting on
And you already
Ashes
had
a
this
bit more
conversation.
often this year.
Okay.
On behalf of House Redoran and as Counselor of Raven Rock, I bid you welcome.
Alright. So, do you rule all of the Solstheim?
Solstheim is theoretically under my rule, but without revenue from the mine, I lack the resources to actually govern anything but Raven Rock itself. Not that there's much beyond the confines of our town anyway.
Is the Raven Rock only settlement on an island? On the island?
Well, there's a small enclave of Nords to the north in Skal Village. They pretty much keep to themselves, and we both like it that way. Then there's Tel Mithrin to the east. The Telvanni live out there. Sort of a strange lot. But since we're both from Morrowind, we get along. Other than that, Solstheim is crawling with bandits and weaklings. But that's to be expected living in a frontier like this.
Alright. So there's Tel Mithrin is probably not a Dunmer settlement. So he said because we are both from Morrowind. But they might be different kind of elves. Most likely high elves, but could also be wood elves. If they're high elves are beautiful, and the wood elves are more nature lovers. Okay, and you are dark elves, so this is a dark elf settlement. Alright, and there are also Nord settlement in Skjal village in the north, so in the mountains most likely. Oh, is that hold on a sec. Okay, so this is Tel Mithrin. This must be Skjal village then. But it's so huge. Is it really? Or maybe this is Skjal village. It's somewhere in the north, he said. Oh no, this is Skjal village. Look, there are houses. See all those houses. So this is something else. I don't know. Mirok's temple maybe. Who knows? This is looks like a important road with arches.
My doors are open if you wish to discuss matters involving Raven Rock.
Yeah, I do. Okay, let's discuss.
Anything you can contribute to Raven Rock will be greatly appreciated. And rewarded appropriately, of course.
Alright. What is House Redoran? I'm wondering about this as well.
You've never heard of House Redoran? We're the mightiest of the great houses, and we lead the council, the ruling body of Morrowind.
So the House Redoran is not only a house from Morrowind, that's a house that's ruling the Morrowind. Okay, it's like Talmor for elves from Somerset Isles. Council, you mean there's no Jarl?
This isn't Skyrim, Outlander. A group of powerful and influential Dunmer families have been ruling Morrowind for millennia. They embody a council made up of 5 great houses: Telvanni, Dres, Endoral, Sadras, and Redoran.
Oh, wow. Okay, 5 houses. It's not so. He said that it leads the council, but there are 5 houses. But you said the Redoran leads the council.
Well, of course. With 4 other houses on the council, someone has to keep the rabble organized. Our house leads the council by virtue of our preeminence in battle, wisdom, and ancestral glory.
So they basically took over, and the other houses have say, but they're not the leaders.
Yes, I imagine it would to someone not of our people. If you're interested in pursuing the subject, help yourself to any of the historical volumes in my library.
Yeah, as I said, I read much better, but not this good. I am not gonna read all the historical volumes in your library, I'm sorry. Okay. What happened to the... Yeah, by the way, about the mine. So he said that he has financial problems. Whole island of Solstheim is theoretically under their control. But he doesn't have the resources to control anything, to govern anything around outside Raven Rock. And as I understand, his coffers are running low. He will soon have very little to no money, and he will not be able to possibly, as a theoretical possibility, even rule this settlement. So if
my doors are open if you wish to discuss matters involving Raven Rock.
Yeah. So if I would help to fix the mine, they might become richer, and their influence, that they might be afford food every winter and every summer, and maybe even expand their influence on the Solstheim. So let's ask him, what happened to the mine?
It used to be one of the richest ebony mines in Morrowind.
Oh, ebony.
But it dried out years ago. Now, we're barely holding out here. Without the mine, Raven Rock doesn't feel like it can last much longer.
I see. I want to ask him, do you know someone called Mirak? But we have already explored quite a lot of Raven Rock, and we have understood much about what it means to be on Solstheim, and I think we should...
My doors are open if you wish to discuss matters involving Raven Rock.
And I think we should continue exploring next time, because it has already been 1 hour and 20 minutes. So, wow, I feel weird saying this out loud and not typing it like this. Okay, but I'm gonna say it out loud. So, thank you for... yeah, let's not overcomplicate this. Thank you for watching, and see you next episode when we continue exploring Raven Rock and talking to people and trying to figure out how things work here. We already understood that this guy's in charge. The second counselor is his steward and bodyguard and probably leader of the Redoran Guard. The guys with helmets that look like bugs. Their coat of arms is a bug, and they're running low on money. They might have problems eating. What else? There's the summary. They were depending on ebony mine, very rich source of ebony, but now they don't. It doesn't work. It dried out. and top of the island is in snow and mountains, and bottom is plains and some mountains only. And there's 3 settlements on this island of Solstheim: Ravenrock, Nahkriin, Dark Elves, High Elves or Wood Elves, I assume High Elves, and I think this is... how do they call this village? Skull Village, I think. And there's some kind of a big building here, and I assume these are the places where is the most dangerous and highest level enemies are gonna be. Yeah. So see you next time when we keep exploring Ravenrock.
May I have a word with you, Counselor?
Of course, Sindiri. What troubles you?
I was concerned about our food stores. Jalen can only carry so
I don't want
much
to
on
listen
each
to this.
journey, and
I'm sorry, I'm sorry. So yeah, as I said, I'm repeating myself so many times. I'm sorry about this. I'm new and inexperienced. This is my first ever playthrough of any kind, of any game, of anything that I'm doing. The basically first video series. When I recorded the first video, I have never recorded video with my voice or messages that I type ever before. So I'm sorry if I'm making some mistakes, but I'm trying to improve as much as I can. I cannot a lot, but I'm sure in time my videos are gonna become more professional. So I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed exploring Ravenrock with me, and hopefully see you next episode, where we keep exploring Ravenrock and probably ask more people who Mirak is. And hopefully we can do something about the mine to help the people out here. Goodbye. See you later.